everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOBH producer responds to rumor that Garcelle Beauvais was fired. We're bidding goodbye to season 14 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and former cast member Garcelle Beauvais. Garcelle announced her exit from the show before part 1 of the reunion started airing, telling fans, "I've decided to leave Beverly Hills. It's been a wild ride." Since then, rumors have been circulating that she did not leave of her own accord but was fired. Andy Cohen has already discussed the actress's departure from the franchise, noting that she chose to leave and is welcome back anytime. However, Garcelle's detractors continued with the narrative that she was fired. Now popular RHOBH producer Alex Baskin is clearing up the rumors once and for all. Maybe this will silence the rumors because RHOBH producer Alex Baskin has set the record straight on Garcelle's departure. He was a guest on the So Bad, It's Good podcast with Ryan Bailey and responded to claims that she was fired. "Let me set the record very straight. She chose to leave," affirmed Alex, who said they completely respected the actress's decision, adding, "She had a great 5-year run." Additionally, Alex reaffirmed Andy Cohen's statement that Garcelle can return to the show if she so desires. "The door is open, potentially to her coming back," he said. "We'll sort of see where we are, but we have total respect and admiration for her, and understood that she wanted to leave." Meanwhile, Garcelle has been unbothered despite the ongoing chatter about her departure. Since announcing her exit from the show, the mom of 3 has not spoken out or even addressed the rumors or anything related to RHOBH, for that matter. Instead, she's been focusing on her family and her busy career. Garcelle posted a telling quote on Instagram with a message, "I healed. I learned. I grew. I set boundaries. I stopped settling. I put myself first." Part 3 of the RHOBH reunion aired on April 15, and we witnessed Garcelle's frustration after being called out by her castmates. The 58-year-old voiced her grievance, noting that she never gets grace from the women, but that fell on deaf ears. Contrary to popular belief, she did not walk off during the reunion. Garcelle stayed until they did the usual cheering to celebrate the end of the season, and Andy Cohen said his closing remark to the audience. However, cameras kept rolling, and when Andy requested a cast photo, Garcelle declined and left the stage. Let's take a deep breath, Bravo fans. Sip your rosé. Light your diamond-scented candle. Because the rumor mill is out of control, and this time it's come for Garcelle Beauvais. To answer the question on everyone's lips, or at least flooding my DMs. No, Garcelle Beauvais has not been fired from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Not now, not last week, not even after that Kitchen Island moment we didn't air yet. So can we all stop clutching our pearls and start clutching our stemware again? I'm one of the executive producers of RHOBH. Yes, one of those shadowy figures fans like to blame when their favorite housewife doesn't get enough screen time. I've seen it all. The diamond-holding drama, the off-camera tears, the contract negotiations that feel like high-stakes hostage situations. And let me tell you, when a name like Garcelle starts trending for the wrong reasons, we take notice. The rumor, as it's been regurgitated across Instagram stories, Reddit threads, and dubious tea accounts, claimed that Garcelle had been quietly let go from the series after a behind-the-scenes clash with a producer, spoiler alert, not me, and a supposed lack of storyline. There were whispers of a major falling out, a bad edit, and even, this one really made us laugh, a brunch brawl at Lisa Rinna's Malibu rental. Let me be clear, none of that happened. Garcelle is still very much a part of the RHOBH family. She's on good terms with the network, the production team, and, believe it or not, most of her castmates. Yes, even Dorit. Maybe especially Dorit, now that they've found common ground over parenting, philanthropy, and their mutual refusal to back down in a group text. Now don't get me wrong, Garcelle doesn't play the game like the others. She doesn't scream to be heard, she doesn't chase camera time, And she certainly doesn't weaponize a glam squad gone rogue. What she does bring is elegance, edge, and that rare quality in reality TV, authenticity. When she raises an eyebrow, it speaks louder than some people's entire both on and off screen. She brings real-world issues into a world that can sometimes feel as detached as a private jet in Aspen. And sometimes, sure, that makes people uncomfortable. But that's what we need. She makes the show better. Look, this is the part of the year when speculation goes into overdrive. We're between seasons. The last reunion's catfights are fading. Contracts are under review. New cast members are being tested. Some former diamonds are angling for a comeback, and some are angling hard. You know who you are. And all of that creates a perfect storm for clickbait. The Garcelle rumor, total fiction. But let's unpack where this might have come from, since I know you all love some behind-the-curtain gossip. About 3 weeks ago, Garcelle wasn't spotted at a dinner with some of the other ladies. There were no Instagram posts, no pap shots. People started assuming she'd been iced out. What actually happened? She was in New York promoting a film and attending her son's college event. That's it. No drama. No snub. Just life. And then someone on social media decided to start spinning it, adding a few sources and a vague Bravo insider. And suddenly we were getting panicked calls from Garcelle's team asking, "Are we missing something?" No, Garcelle, you're not. You're just fabulous, and people can't help but talk. And while we're here, can I say something else? Firing a housewife isn't the secretive, shady affair people think it is. There are conversations, yes. Hard ones. Some women choose to leave. Some we ask to step away. But we don't sneak them out the back door like they're being voted off the island. And we certainly wouldn't do it to someone who's been such an important part of the show's evolution. I know some of you think producers are these Machiavellian puppet masters. And look, I won't pretend we don't encourage a little drama. Of course we do. You think we send them on girls' trips for the bonding? Please. But we also deeply care about these women, their stories, their growth, and their impact on the audience. And Garcelle has had impact in spades. She gave us a fresh voice when the show needed one. She called out microaggressions with grace and strength. She showed vulnerability without making it performative. And she's managed to hold her own in a group of women who eat conflict for breakfast. Also, can I just say, she's funny. You don't always see it in the edit, blame runtime. But Garcelle has one of the driest, sharpest wits I've seen in reality TV. Her confessional burns. Iconic. We have to leave half of them on the cutting room floor, not because they aren't great, but because the network censors still have some standards. So where does this leave us? Let me make it official. Garcelle Beauvais is not only not fired, but she's already in discussions about next season. And yes, we're as excited about it as you are. She's part of the fabric of RHOBH now. And if there's ever a day when she does leave the show, and let me be clear again, that day is not today. It'll be on her terms, with her head held high, a killer outfit, and probably a shady confessional on the way out. Until then, I suggest we all calm down, stop believing unverified tea, and maybe, just maybe, let the women live a little between seasons. And to the rumor starters, thanks for the engagement. Ratings go up every time you get it wrong. See you next season.